Just rode the Stumpjumper FSR Expert 29er for the second time. Had a couple questions about how it felt on some climbs. It's a fun bike to ride. It climbs really well, even though it has a slack head angle. You would think it may be more challenging, but it's easy to weight front and back. It climbs really well. It also flows really well over downhills when you're going over heavy stuff. The plushness of the fork is felt front and back. And the other thing is it goes really tight around tight switchbacks, which I thought was really good. A couple things I kind of wish, some minor things. I would like about a half a degree taken out of the head angle, and just from the same purpose of giving you a little bit better capability of weighting when you're going up some really rocky climbs. The other thing, and I couldn't quite figure out this, I had a 110mm stem and I was riding a large bike, so I usually ride extra large. The front felt a little more, I wished it was a little more stiffer. Again, maybe the fact I should have a extra large and have a tighter stem, but the front didn't quite feel as stiff as I'd wanted. But overall, 2010 Stumpjumper FSR Expert's a great bike. I've been actually looking to buy one, and there's just not one around to buy. So it's a great bike. The last time I rode it, it was hard to dial in the brain. I couldn't get rid of the chatter, and I couldn't get the high bump compliance along with the small bump compliance. I dialed it in this time, and I had it more towards the firm side, and it felt a lot better. Still couldn't quite get it perfect. It seemed like it still had a little more chatter than I would like, although it was pedaling better going uphill, so you could really avoid some of the pedal bob. So I do think it was a lot better once I had time to play with it and get it right. One of the challenges I had was on the really rock garden stuff is avoiding the bounciness, getting it to do enough in there, setting the rebound right so that but it didn't just bounce me off the bike. So I had a little challenge on the main shock rebound and setting it properly. And there's probably some things I could learn or some things that might be able to be done on the bike to make it a little bit easier to set that.
So we have Matt, and Matt just finished riding the Specialized Stumpjumper Expert 29er. So Matt, what did you like about the bike?
Well, I guess what I liked about the bike is just that it was. I didn't have to think about it a whole lot. You know, I felt comfortable from the get-go on it. Going through the rock gardens, I was able to maintain momentum and actually attack the rock gardens, which was a good thing. And just a real good level of comfort.
Okay, so what didn't you like?
I don't know if I'd say I didn't like this, but one thing I noticed about it was it was hard for me to get the rear end off the ground to go over a log, you know, hop, something like that. But I think the good news about that was that with the bigger tires, it rolled over logs anyway. One of the things that we talked about on the trail is that might just be a difference in timing from what I'm used to what I'm riding today. But regardless, it didn't affect my ride. It's just something I noticed.
So what are you used to? I know you've ridden a couple of 29ers, but typically you are running a 26-inch wheel bike. So.
Typically ride a 26. I've been riding full suspension for a lot of years, and here in the last 6 or 8 months, I've been riding almost exclusively hardtail single speed. So this is a big change for me today.
Okay, very good. And you got a chance to play with the brain a little bit. What did you think? Did you like it, or you think it was a little too much?
I liked it actually. It was pretty cool that going through the big rock gardens, I could leave it nice and plush and use it to my advantage. Actually forgot to change it at one point, but then when we did get it changed back, I stiffened it up a little bit and made it much more efficient for the climbing, which is good.
Okay, so overall good experience, or no?
Oh yeah, yeah. I actually thought about that would be a bike that I would enjoy having. Cool.